As a kid, I pictured the devil with 2 horns and a tail, standing about 5'8", red all over with an annoying laugh. He'd have a pitchfork in his hand, and everywhere he'd go, he'd bring like fire with him. There'd be mini-me's surrounding him called demons, and they would always go out looking for trouble. And yes, I wish the devil looked like this. But instead, he disguises himself as drugs to make us forget about our burdens, so we inhale darkness through weed to stop the hurting, guzzling down depression through liquor in hopes the pain will lessen quicker. Oh yes, I wish 2 horns and a tail was the devil's true picture. Instead of a beautiful figure of a woman who's been photoshopped, cropped, and shared for those who are struggling with lust to stop and stare, because 2 horns and a tail doesn't carry the same flair as lust, so he morphs into the things that are weakest to us. I wish that when the devil came with temptation, he looked all hellish and red, because maybe that would have stopped that drug overdose victim from being dead. And maybe that would have stopped that house that's now broken from cheating, because of thinking the grass on the other side is greener. Would have never happened if we could just imagine that the devil morphs into these tempting actions. Instead of fire and a pitchfork, into beautiful temptations he morphs. For those with bad eating habits, it's food that increases more or less based on the mood, taking in more than a grease-filled burger, turning eating into gluttony, letting the devil get away with murder, and he likes it. It turns him on to see us fight it, yet rebels angrily against us when we choose what's righteous. This might just be me. But I have a feeling that when you watch certain things on TV, you start to compare yourselves to other people's wealth, buying more of your wants than needs, never being satisfied with what you have because of greed. So you give less to have more for the taking that will leave you soulless in the end, such a perfect plan from Satan. So yes, I wish the devil would approach with all his demons in a smoke-filled room with warning signs saying beware, so before we thought about sinning, we would be scared. I wish that behind every sin there is, his true identity would be exposed before we open up doors that were meant to always remain closed, and that the virgin would see the devil's face before taking off her clothes, giving up her body to lust only to experience later on its guilt and disgust. And I wish the alcoholic instead of liquor would see the devil's face in hopes he never yearns again for the taste. And for the suicide victim that took their own life, that they would have heard the devil laughing, saying, "I'll see you tonight." I wish. But like the word says, he's a wolf disguised in sheep's clothing, hoping to divide us from him. And the best way he does that is through sin. So beware, because you won't see 2 horns and a tail. Nah, bruh.